We got our jam going on here, our podcast jam. All right, today's show, we've got Mr. Bever here, and Mr. Bever's going to be talking to us about some Reavis sports, some things that are going on in some of our different winter sports. So let's hear it for Mr. Beaver.
Oh, wow, that's the biggest applause I've ever gotten. Thank you, Mr. Coons.
How about that?
Oh, wow.
That's something. So we're going to be talking about basketball today. We're going to be talking about cheer. We got some stuff about swim and dive, right? And then we also have dance. Is that correct? Did I get them
That
all?
is correct. You got it right, Mr. Coons. Nicely done.
I have my notes here, so I came prepared today. So
4 for 4.
We'll start in alphabetical order with the basketball team. So can you just give us a little bit of basic info about the basketball team?
Absolutely. So 13 players, 4 seniors, so pretty young team. Leading scorer, Yeet Ankalu. Yeet, I hope I pronounced your last name right. I have you in class. Give a little shout out to Yeet, and also my first hour SportsLit class, which is actually the inspiration for everything we're doing today. As far as the basketball team, Yeet is the only returning starter, averaged over 19 points a game, so definitely promising there. Blake Stefanik and Nico Roberts coming off the bench last year, so we have 2 other solid contributors there. Mm-hmm. And I think the theme that you're going to see throughout, which I'm probably proud of more than anything, records, anything else, is the work that's going into it. And this is one thing both Coach Bahutsis and Yeet relayed to me, just the work that these athletes have been putting in. Well, I think we're going to see a lot during the Thanksgiving tournament hosted at Reavis every year, the 25th through the 27th, and then the championship games on the 29th, if I have that right. No set win or loss predictions by anybody, but the one theme I'm getting, beat Oak Lawn.
I seem to be hearing that a lot.
We have been.
Everybody that comes through is.
So that was the theme, beat Oak Lawn.
Beat Oak Lawn. It's good to have a rivalry.
Absolutely. Rivalries make it,
yeah,
Mr. Coons.
That's about it. All right. So moving on to cheer, you want to tell us a little bit about the cheerleading squad and what we have going on there?
Yeah, they're coming back. They are returning state qualifiers. So. Which is a big deal. And anybody who's competing in a state tournament, I mean, that's the pinnacle of it with IHSA Sports. So congrats on Cheer's accomplishments last season. The first competition is until December 8th. Now, if I have it right, and I just want to make sure, I believe I do, is during the football season, that's the football cheer. So cheer is a long season. It's technically 2 seasons. So you have the football cheer season, but also basketball and competition. So these athletes put in a lot of time, and so do these coaches.
Yeah, it's definitely a big commitment in the cheer team because they do go from one season right into the next. I think talking to one of the cheer coaches, they only have something like in the entire school year, they have only maybe a month off where they're not training or they're not competing or they're not cheering for the different events.
And we are the co-ed division, which is nice too. So especially if some of these athletes are looking to cheer in college, being in the co-ed setting, definitely gives a leg up in my opinion. 5
returning seniors.
Yes, 5 returning seniors.
5 returning seniors on that varsity team.
Yes, Olivia Brya,
okay,
Nathan Gonzalez, Eliza Lopez, Marian Pisana, and Leah Soto. Now, this is something I'm really impressed with. All 5 seniors have been on varsity since the first day in the program.
I didn't know that.
That is not common in sports.
Yeah, sticking around for the entire thing, especially seeing as how much work it is. So that just is a testament to their commitment to their sport. All right. Let's move on to the dance. The dance team, we got their first competition is happening December 7th at Oswego High School. So let's talk a little bit about the dance team.
Yeah, the dance team, a lot of exciting things going on there, especially with their own workout and training area in the new Ted Arnold Fieldhouse. So there's a lot of great opportunity for our athletes in different sports. And I think dance is one that really capitalizes on this build over there, Mr. Kuntz.
Yeah.
So
awesome.
Very happy for them. Also putting a lot of time as well. The dance team does go, I don't have the exact months, but I believe they start early as well. I could be wrong in that. But we have 5 varsity captains, Samantha Gillen, Camila Macias, Adamara Sanchez, Evelina Augustinic, and Julia Stazel. So once again, I know they're putting in a lot of time. Same thing, just like the basketball and the cheer. These athletes are putting in the time to be successful. We've had state qualifier teams in the past, And I think that's a realistic expectation as well this year.
Why don't you go ahead and jump into swim and dive?
Okay, well, now, just so you know, I want to make sure this is being recorded correctly, Mr. Kuntz.
I think so.
Okay, we're
We got
good.
a red button here.
We got the red button going. Now
things,
listen to this.
Things are looking good.
So, and this is from Coach Keller, getting the numbers together. We've had a great run here for the conference titles. 12 consecutive titles.
Wow.
12.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
any other sport at really other schools. I'd have to do a little research on this one, have maybe the first hour SportsLit class get on that, but 12 conference titles in a row. And JV won 9 in a row.
Wow.
So, I mean, if we're talking dynasty, I think our swim team's showing it.
I would agree.
Daniel Dijwich, I hope I pronounced it right. Daniel, I am so sorry if I mispronounced it, but became the second swimmer in school history to advance to the state meet on 2 separate occasions.
Wow.
Now, just so you know, there's only one class for swim.
Right.
So a lot of other sports, which is still an accomplishment, no matter how many classes and divisions. When you're in the state finals, it's great for the athletes, great memories, but one division,
right?
2 different occasions. So
Crazy.
Just more great things to come. I mean, this team, every time, they just keep getting better and better.
Another thing I find interesting about the swim team is sometimes in sports when you have continued success like that, you start to kind of you take your foot off the gas a little bit. You start to coast, and you're like, "Wow, we've had so much success. We just expect to win."
Absolutely, and sometimes we do see that with athletes once they get to the top, whether it's complacency, overconfidence. It could be different things where others catch up, but we have kept this up over the years. Once again, 12 consecutive years of conference titles. So,
just finding new ways to motivate ourselves. Right?
And that's the thing. And I think getting back, and all 4 of these coaches have said the same thing, and the athletes as well. The hard work that's going into it.
Yeah.
Now, you get here pretty early, right? In the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get here early. I'm usually here. Anybody who's here early, one thing I notice, lots of students here.
Yeah.
Teams here, students working out. Many athletes, teams coming in, but even individual athletes just coming in on their own, maybe off season, just wanting to get that workout in. Now, here's what's impressed me the most, because I feel this is my 20th year here now, and I think this is the most I've ever seen people here in the mornings and after school.
That's fair. Yeah, absolutely.
Talked to my first hour, asked them what they thought of it. They said more should be in there.
Yeah.
Not enough.
Right.
Not enough people working out.
Right.
And I started thinking about that. I'm like, that is a winner's attitude.
For sure.
When you expect your teammates, your peers to be in there working just as hard as you are, gotta love that.
Yeah.
And that's the key to success. So, this is a theme I'm seeing with the coaches. It's not just about the wins and losses. Obviously, we want the wins. That's how it should be. And that's what we create here. But the work that's going into it, these athletes, these coaches are doing everything they can to bring out the best.
Thanks for being on the show, Mr. Bever.
Well,
we
thank
got
you for having me.
our exit music here, and so we'll be coming back to you with more content, and we're going to push this out to our students in our SportsLit class. And what we're looking for out of them is to create this sort of a conversational podcast situation. And we're looking for some people with some great personalities and stories to tell. And we're going to bring them onto the show. We're going to let them record in the studio.
And that would be great. And just so you know, there's not a shortage. Students are interested. Students want to be out here. Thank you again.
Take it easy.